Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's just another beautiful day out. I figured, since summer-like weather, I might as well go ahead and feel like it's summer before I had to go to work. So I'm gonna go take another ride, and I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. Relocate at this intersection here. Down here. See some Boy, I bet you that is shaky, isn't it? Let's see if we adjust it a little bit like that, but I still can't see the chats if I do it that way. It is a little nice and breezy out here, though. So I can imagine. Definitely need to get that microphone in the next couple of days, I hope. Alright, let's see what we got here. It is in the description. It's a jason jc1. It's actually very nice. Actually, it's better than I expected. I had the Bolt before, the model, the Bolt, the jason Bolt. That was, no, I didn't like that one at all. But this is similar to that style, but much improved. I love the shocks on it. The seat's more real comfortable. The pedal assist is a wonderful thing, as well as the. Isn't that something? We've about seen a wreck happen. But yeah, so far so good. I like it. I've been out riding it here and there. This is like maybe my third trip on it, so I know it's probably gonna get real bad in the microphone when I take off here, so I'm gonna mute y'all for a second so you don't have to hear all of that. Give me 1 second. We're gonna cruise down the street a little bit. Alright, y'all, put the microphone back on because I'm pretty sure that was going to be a lot of wind. You didn't want to hear that. So let me see what's up with the chat here. What's up, Angel Baby? How you doing? I didn't see you pop in there. I apologize. But yeah, I bet you that it was that bouncing around a lot, wasn't it? Because I was hitting a lot of bumps. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm gonna work on that idea on how to get that smoother. Maybe with a better case or something. There's no bikes allowed on this street at all. No bikes allowed on this street, but here I am. Riding down the street. Like it's all good, right? about that. So a lot of bumps there. Well, that's good. Well, thank you for joining me. But yeah, I got the DJI mic coming for this, the wireless, so it'll be a lot better quality sound coming from me. You won't hear so much of the wind here soon. I should be here in a day or two, so it shouldn't be too long for that. Oops, sorry, I hit a bump right away. I'm actually trying to avoid those bumps for you best I can. But I love the pedal assist. You just pedal and it takes right off for you. You can't complain there, you know. I really didn't have to hit the throttle at all. You just take a pedal and boom, it takes off on you. Looks like parking enforcement's over there. Yeah, that's probably who that is. Right. There we go. It's a better view for you. That's just a sidewalk, right? How's that looking? A little bit better? Well, my thing is though, no bikes are allowed. You see that green sign there? We'll get a little bit closer so you can see that. Hey, but they allow the ATVs to ride up here, but there's signs that say no bikes allowed. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's crack on. Get my hand on the throttle there a little too long. What's up, Brooklyn Kid? Sorry, I gotta move it down so I can see the screen here. I'm out riding a new e-bike. I know the sound quality's gonna be junk at the moment, but like I said, I'm waiting on the DJI mic to come in the mail. It should be here soon. And then it'll sound a lot better. You won't hear so much wind. The microphone is gonna be good quality. I just really hope it links up with the phone like it says it will. If not, we'll figure something else out to make it work better. A lot of stuff going on out here today. I'll tilt this up. Thank you. It's actually all of you that I got to thank for the new bike. I really do, because YouTube bought this for me. They bought the cell phone holder that it's in. So, and also the microphone that's coming. So you got to thank all of you for that. I appreciate it 100%. I couldn't do it without all of you. But we're gonna go find a spot where we can park the bike, and I'll show you a little more about it. So let's go to somewhere pretty cool to do that. Again, I'm gonna mute the microphone because I'm gonna ride for a second. All right, so I'll be right back on, but that way you don't have to hear nothing but wind. You know what I mean? So give me 1 second, all right? Glad I looked when I did. I stopped right here, dead on the track. Look at that. Wide open. A big shot. Demoing. it's time to show you the bike. Put a kickstand down. Unlock it from the holder. Alright, y'all ready for the reveal? Let me grab a seat here on the bench. There it is. Has a real nice rear shock. The seat has springs in it as well. I don't know if I can get that to focus on it. The seat is very comfortable. Disc brakes, pedal assist, so when I start pedaling it just takes off on me. That light is actually pretty darn bright. There's the cell phone holder I'm using. Kind of slide it in and it just locks into place. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Come with a key, turn it on. Tell you how fast you're going, pretty much how your battery life is, which my battery life is actually full at the moment. This is the throttle. Well, hold on. This is the throttle here. But really, if you just pedal, you don't really need to use the throttle. It takes right off for you. Actually, I'm not positive on how fast it goes, but it's not a fast bike. It's definitely not a fast one. Maybe like 15, 20 miles per hour at the most. It doesn't have a long range either. Like I said, it's actually budget friendly. It's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's working. And I ran into Donovan this morning. He gave me a sticker. Even though I'm not a mechanic, he hooked me up with a sticker for the bike. So Donovan put the first sticker on the bike. But I'm not a mechanic by all means, so. Like I say, the disc brakes on there. For some reason, I got them rubbing in there. I can't figure out how to stop that. And it rubs a little bit on the front. That's the only thing I have to say that's negative about it. It doesn't come with an assembly manual. You have to scan a QR code and read it to do it. Other than that, that's not a problem. That's pretty cool, actually. But other than that, there was a couple other features I had to figure out that I really wasn't too sure about, like how to mount this light on there with the mud flap. I put the tire on first, and I had to take the tire back off, and I put this on, and then I realized I had to put this on first, and then take this back off and the tire back off to do that. So I spent most of the night doing simple things that if I would have read the directions, I probably would have been quicker. But eventually I did read the directions because there's a bolt on the inside here. This will fold down. It's really hard to do. But yeah, we'll show you. There's a bolt right here that I had to tighten to kind of give it what it called the alignment, which makes that straight, the bar straight, this straight. And then I had to mount the handlebars on, which was a really simple process. It just, this one right here, it just clips right on. So, and then the cell phone holder just clips on like that. You screw it tight, clip it on and off. So this way I can move it different directions if I want to. So hopefully this will help me get out and get some more vlogging done a lot better. I have options where I can mount my Osmo camera on it, plenty of options. I ordered a bracket for the back actually to mount it on the rear so I can get some from behind as well as I'm rolling, like some good cinematic stuff. So I got a lot of plans. There's a reason I got this style, to use it for the purpose I want to use it for. It's not going to be an everyday ride me around, get me places thing. It's it's just to make YouTube videos. So it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. It just has to do its job. And I think this one was a good option to go with. So I'll give a better review on it once I've rode it around for a while. Like, give me a couple weeks and I'll do a whole review on it and all that good stuff. So, well, thank you, Tommy. And what's up, William? And William, like I was saying to everyone else, I want to thank you all for the support. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have gotten this, right? And I wouldn't have the Osmo Action, not the Osmo Action, but the DJI microphone that's coming. That's going to make all this sink in so much better together. And also the bracket, actually, I have to add that on. That actually came from YouTube funding too, that I'm buying. It mounts on the back here for the Osmo camera. I have ones for the front already. So, City of Angels. Sorry, y'all. I don't care what generation you come from or what genre you like. Everybody knows that song. Yeah. But all right, so like I said, I'm just going to slide you back into the holder here. Thank you, William. You're awesome. Again, if it wasn't for all of you, I don't know, everyone that watches my videos, I appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't be able to start bringing you better content. So, again, it's probably gonna get windy when I ride. Because like I said, you're just on the cell phone. I don't have a microphone or anything hooked up. So I might just mute you for a second, but we're gonna ride up the street to, I don't know, somewhere different than we haven't been in a while. So, wish I could play some background music for you. Oh, I'm humble as all heck, buddy. That's why I didn't want to go for a big expensive thing, because I don't need it. I don't need it to be big and expensive to do its job, you know? But I do need it to be reliable. So we'll see about this, because last time I bought one of these, like I said, the jason bolt, right? That was a couple years back. That was maybe like a month until it caught fire when I was riding it. The throttle got stuck and wouldn't stop going, so I turned it off, and then when I went to turn it back on, I don't know what was going on. It just overheated and started smoking and burning. So thank God that was out in the woods when it happened, because otherwise that probably would have been some tragic stuff. Could have burned my house down, hurt some people, you know, stuff like that, you know. So we're gonna give this one a better try, and when I charge it, I'd actually charge it outside. So if it does do the bad stuff, it's easier to contain outside than it would be inside of a structure. So all right, y'all, let's crack on and ride a little bit more. So I need to figure out how to get it to be a smooth video for you guys. Then that's the next step. So, and then when I turn it to the right, it locks up the brakes, the front brake, I believe it is. So I got a little bit of adjustments to figure out on that, but it's a very pretty area out here right now. Everything bloomed in a matter of a couple of weeks. How about it, y'all? Hey, William, there's where that video, some of that video was at that you liked. Like I said, it's all over town, everywhere we go. So we're gonna go. It's a busy street here, so I gotta watch where I'm going. We're gonna go somewhere though, so bear with me, y'all. Remind you, this is my first time riding the e-bike live streaming, so welcome aboard. I'm gonna mute the microphone to stop the wind for a few, and we'll stop somewhere else in a moment. Check out something else I want to show you. So I just thought about it. The divided highway here that I was just in the middle of. Now that all the traffic stopped, I guess I can't show you, but I'll show you another time. So let's like I said, I'm going to mute the microphone while we ride for a second, and I'll be right with you, all right? So let's crack on. All right, so right here, I'm at the bridge that goes into Cole Township. So I have to tilt it down so I can see the chats here. Yeah, you like how I threw that in there for you, William? I actually was thinking of you when I seen that. I was like, oh, I gotta throw this in there, man. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I love that little inside joke we got going on, bro. But yeah, I love the flagstone and red brick. Those are like one of my two favorite things to design with, and they were both together, so that was pretty cool. But like I said, in front of us here, that goes into Cole Township. We don't really go up into this side of Cole Township much at all. Up there in the corner, first building on the left Is Little Vegas. It's a gambling slot machine and all that. We have a park over here to our left as well. Or we can go ride through here in a little bit. We'll check that out on the way back through. But I want to ride up in the cool township for once. See what I mean by how the wind is and everything on there? I'll give you the best of both worlds. Sometimes I'll meet the microphone, sometimes I won't. Guess we gotta abide by the traffic laws here, don't we? Oh boy, look at this one coming. It's a nice ride, right? Oh, it's my green light. Better get going. Alright, so now we're gonna really test it going up some hills here, so got a little momentum as we ride. I'm not pedaling at all, I'm just letting the throttle do its thing at the full throttle at the moment, and we're going 10 miles per hour. Let's go to the pedal. A little greasy at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to stop for a second and mute you, because I'm sure that's playing Hovic on you there. No, they don't have any Giants by me. The closest one is in Danville, so that's like a 30-minute drive. The Giant food store. I missed those. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to mute you while we ride. Alright, back again. Did I miss anything in the chat? Nope, I did not. Alright, so not a hill climbing one. It's really not that big of a hill, but it is an incline. So yeah, definitely not my favorite climbing up a hill. Still a lot easier than riding a regular bike climbing up a hill, so we'll do the pedal assist down the hill. Just a little bit of pedal. Nice and easy. Wish I had smoother streets around here. This is ridiculous. I see how it's bouncing a little bit for you there. I mean, more than a little bit. Hard to actually see the screen with my sunglasses on, but I could tell it's vibrating a little. So those tires, when you hit them stone, they like to slip out from under you. Almost wrecked there, ladies and gentlemen. This here is called the Irish Isle. This is where I got that real cool footage of that mural. This is the Irish Isle in person. Really nice murals painted here. I mean, like really nice ones, and see, I showcased those ones. So yeah, definitely had to pop in and show you that while I was up here. And it all has some kind of historical significance in town too. All these pictures. All right. Let's go. I got some stuff up here. So with the bus lines, right? There's the Catawissa coach lines over here. To my left, I'm going to show you here in a second. Not really nothing there, is there? Everything's dying, even the coach line vans don't come through no more. But yeah, definitely something else, ain't it? Let's see what all this up here is that's going on. There's tape around this house and stuff like that. There's a fence around this one. See this one when I was doing the field video. Wow. I imagine they're going to do some tearing down work here on this one since they have that stuff up, or either that or the building's falling down itself. And then they got this one. They redid the sidewalk on up here. This building, it looks like. Yeah, they definitely didn't. Now, William, that's a sidewalk, bro. You see that, Mr. William? Brand new. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah. We got some people who carved their names into it already. Maybe the people that worked here, maybe just some locals. You never know. We'll be there forever as long as that sidewalk's there, right? As long as it cures up nice like that. Alright, so I gotta take a look from this side, I guess. Yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool. There's more names on this side as well. There's a smiley face right there. I don't know if you can see that down in the ground there, right there in the corner. Got the expansion joint. Yeah, nifty. Good work there, guys. Looks like the phone's in there crooked. What is, according to this thing, it ain't. Supposedly I could put it the other way and do the other thing, but I don't know if you'll see my hand the whole time while I'm doing that though. So I'm gonna remount it so it's a little better situation. Everything, you know. So let me have you stare at the ground while I look at this. I don't know if Catawissa went out of business or not. I just don't see anything going on there. But I believe I have a list at home for a bus company that's doing a lot of tours this year, and I thought that was Catawissa that's doing that. So I want to check into that. You know what I mean? ND. Did I see that correctly? ND? Did I see it? Yeah, it is ND I'm talking to. Huh, where else should I head? I said we're just out exploring. Pretty much. Go back down the street where we came from. We'll head back into smoking. Brake, that's the front brake. You hear it a little bit making that rubbing noise like a rotor rubbing. Instead of going downhill, so I'm using pedal assist, and it just takes right off of that. Your pedal, ooh, what's that going? Like, that's pretty cool. I wonder if I turn it off and pedal down the hill if I save battery 100% that way. Probably would, huh? Well, I didn't even notice that was there all these years. Of course, I don't come up this way a lot, but see the single traffic light up there? That's an old school traffic light. I never noticed that there before. It's not blinking or anything, but yeah, what caught my eye originally when we were heading up this way caught my eye again. I got sidetracked like we were looking at a squirrel. It's this beautiful yellow truck, man. Look at this monstrous thing. Did we see that at the car cruise or not? I'm not sure. That's really nice though, ain't it? Let's give it a nice spin around on it for you. So when I turn it all the way to the right, it locks up on me for some reason. It really feels like the phone is crooked. Yeah. That's what originally caught my eye there. We're just going to pedal instead. Whoa, I was looking down the alleyway and I didn't see that bump there, y'all. My apology. Alright. We need turn signals next on this thing. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to test that there. I'm actually going to turn the power off. See, I got the key out. Putting it back in there so I don't lose it. We're going to pedal down the hill instead. It's not like we're recording out here. Yeah, doing fine without any power going down the hills. So that would be pretty cool. At least I know I can kill the power when I'm going down the hill. Everything seems to be staying together pretty well. Of course, I didn't check every note. So far, I haven't died, so there's the gambling spot, one of the millions that we have. The sidewalk looked like it would be smooth, but it's definitely not. I should I'll use 1 bar of the battery so far since we've been out, ladies and gentlemen. 1 bar out of 4 I have. Oh, right here's the Cole Township Police Station on this hill up here. On that hill there. That's the Cole Township Police Station right there. We're gonna go a little bit different than usual because I cover more ground today than usual. So let's get her done. Everywhere you look, there's construction work of some sort going on. I popped my sunglasses off for a second so I can see the screen. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? What's up, Adam? I've been muting here and there as I ride around, but I was giving the full effect of that one there. Alright, but we're going to cruise up the street here, straight up here, so I am going to mute it for a second, y'all. I'll be right back. Who remembers this one in the video recently? This is actually a public restroom right here. The detail in this is amazing. I know my Osmo did really good pulling that out, but I want to get up close and personal to show you. See, I'm not touching it. See what I'm saying? That is some really good artwork. And it does a 360 around the whole building of it. There's the fan stands and lots of concession stands out throughout the whole area here for when they have events. They just had an Easter thing down here. I guess a Trico game. I don't know if that's the name for it, but it's very nice looking, ain't it? And they got the public gardens over here. Yeah, that's where that featured in my video at. Like I say, everything's very close when you're in the city here. Corporate offices of Burger King. I did not know that. Y'all see that sign? When Coal Region Audits comes through, well, we're going to come down here and check that out. I'm making another channel, Coal Region Audits. It's going to be something completely different than what I usually do. So, more details when I do come up with a plan on how I want to do all that. But, yeah, I'll be going around checking out places and seeing what's safe, what's not safe, kind of thing like that, you know. That was a big V, wasn't it? Alright. I'm going to mute the microphone again. We're going to ride out a little bit. Just remember, I ain't always going to have to do that. Well, Adam, I appreciate you, bud. Without y'all, I couldn't do this. So every one of you that watched the video, see those ads and whatnot, yeah, you can skip them. It don't matter. I still get a little bit of revenue from that. That's fine by me. I'm just very humble that I have so many people that support what I do, that made it possible for me to get this and everything I'm doing for this. So yeah, I really appreciate all my fans and everyone that watches religiously. If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't have this bike right now to come out and show you these things like this. We'll be doing slow boring walks in the same areas. But now we can cover better, and, you know, hate to say it, man, it'll be more like Mr. Work, you know. I learned from the best, what can I say? Hey, fenced off this area too right here. Tear all them down. Huh. Interesting, right? Then you got this building on the corner where half the side of it's missing. Right up here. Why am I using the throttle? It's a pedal. My back is sore from yesterday. I don't know what I did yesterday, but my back is sore. But I had to come out and ride. A sign up there of some sort in that building. I don't know what it says though. I'm hoping to catch the train. It's Thursday, right? The train should be coming through. Hello. These are what I call the castles down here. Houses here. I'll have to get across the street to show you. Gonna be a bump, y'all. Another one. Boom, boom. Y'all see the castles now. Yeah, I call these ones the castles. The power company I've been running into a lot this morning, so the flaggers kind of see me and knew who I was, huh? See me just riding around. Little they know I'm live streaming everything. Just debating which way I wanted to go. So I used 2 bars up so far. We haven't gotten very far at all. Maybe we got a good amount going now. I've been going up and down hills. That probably didn't help. And I used it a lot before came to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way intersection right here of a double divided highway. This is a very interesting situation right here. And let's not forget, this was in the video too. But Market Street here, up the center of all those flowering trees, it is beautiful. I wish they would have put more than just white trees though. There's a couple pink mixed in, yes, but they should have a variety of different colors in here. That'd be pretty cool. So these pedals are very low. If I lean when I'm pedaling, I did it a couple times, my foot will nail them to the ground. It's a nice little chill area, ain't it? They got new benches pretty much up and down the street. You know, everything you need is in this strip here. And they got Turkey Hill right behind me that you just seen. We got the smoke shop over there with the vapes, and it's called the Purple Hippo right there. Got a Penn Jersey which sells tobacco and stuff like that. And you got a couple of them on this street actually that sell everything like that. You got bars and stuff like that. So, and one of my favorite spots up the street, you can sign your divorce and buy a gun all in the same spot. I'm not saying you should do that, but it's a good joke. Yeah, because they're a notary, so if you just need your notary work done, you can go there. You know what I mean? But there's a spot over here that did not make the video because every time I went over here, there was people hanging out there. Not the best type that you want to be around. So I didn't get a chance to get these into the video, so we're going to show you them now. I don't know if I can get that on the camera really well. That's actually embedded into the concrete, like that. I really like these though. Like I said, that's engraved into the concrete really nicely. And then there's another one in the car. Yeah, there it is. That one. I said, so someone did some real good work on that to do that. All right, off we go. You hear the rotor? That's what it sounds like. You hear it? I don't like that sound. That's me hitting the brake now, so. Alright, off we go. Sorry y'all, I forgot to mute the. I'm gonna mute. Alright, back on. Did I miss anything at all? Nope, not at all. I got 6 of you still here. I'm just amazed that much is going on, to be honest with you. It's getting nicer out. I can feel the sun on my back. The back of my neck's feeling really good. So we're gonna ride up Independence Street for a moment. Try not to get hit by anybody. Getting a little busier out here, ain't it? nice and steady for you. I wonder if there's a way I could rig the gimbal up. Because I was looking for a cell phone stabilizer for the bike, and I don't see anything made like that. That'd be an awesome thing to have for the vloggers. Man, I'm hitting like every bump today. You don't realize how many there are until you're actually out here riding it, huh? Train tracks again, it's gonna be bumpy. These people around here can't drive, I'm telling you what. They have no common sense around here on driving, I'm telling you. What the hell are y'all doing? This is a Jeep I wish I could have featured on the mural thing, but I didn't get to talk to the owner about it, so. Really nice, right? This is a really wide street right here. Oh, I got a red light. No way. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep riding in circles is what it seems like. Literally. Just go spy on the police station for a moment. They're getting a nice new fleet of cars, aren't they? Every time you turn around, there's some new ones here. They got them over there, over here, everywhere. They're even changing the colors on some of them. Alright, y'all, let me put my sunglasses up. Pop y'all out. Yeah, gimbal. Yeah, I have a couple of them. Actually, I have two of them now. But they're not for mounting on here, though, unfortunately. They're for handheld, you know. The one actually mounts to a tripod. So I have one handheld, one mounts to a tripod. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to get home, relax a little bit before I have to get to work. I appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging with me. And again, thank y'all. I'm humbled to be able to afford something like this because of y'all. And again, it is the title. It's in the title of what it is. So I'm not sponsored by them. So if you want to check it out, I mean, give me a week or two. I'll give you a full review on it. And then I'll put links and stuff in so you know what it is. But in the meantime, you can easily look it up. It's a jason jc1. So very affordable if you look on Amazon. It's like around 200 some bucks at the most. So, all right, y'all. Till next time. Again, I appreciate it. Rise above, get out and enjoy the day and crack on.